So that was interspersed with documentaries and him being confronted. And he tells Luke, you ought to run for Congress. You got a lot of guts. You use another word. But here it is. Israel primed for war on Iran. That's Reuters. So they're openly getting ready for it. And here you talk to one of the Russian advisors who was at the Trilateral Commission meeting, Alan Kean with We Are Change Ireland. And he goes, yeah, we got to get rid of Iran. We got to go up against them. We got to have a world government. I mean, they got to mop up any sovereign country that's left. And I'm not saying Iran's good, folks. The point is the globalists are a lot worse. Other points you guys want to make about what's happening or what you guys did in concert together to expose the Trilateral Commission in Dublin. Notice they were meeting right before the implosion of the euro.
Well, we had Peter Sutherland was also there, and he went on TV and radio the day after and said that Ireland had to implement more austerity measures. So he obviously got his orders.
And for those that don't know who Sutherland is, tell them.
Well, he's ex-Goldman Sachs head.
Yeah, and then he goes on your news and tells you you've got to give us all your money.
Yeah. And then, of course, Gordon Brown resigns, as he's been told to do. And we have another puppet government in Britain.
By the way, we ought to cue up that Love Police video. That's another kind of We Are Change group where they're screaming and yelling and we can play it. He doesn't cuss.
William Hague.
Yeah, tell folks about the Love Police.
Well, I actually met Charlie last year in Bristol. They simply go out in a very peaceful and amicable way with their cameras, bullhorns, and they just challenge these people wherever they find them. And that's what we all need to do. We all need to challenge these people because they're not immune from us.
Yeah, the new Pitchfork.
And there's too few of them, and we should be at them at every opportunity.
The new Pitchfork is a video camera because then other people see the globalists being confronted, and the public begins to realize that both political parties, no matter what major country it is, are controlled, and that's how the ruling class that's totally corrupt and anti-freedom stays in power. Any other comments from you, Alan Kean?
With regards to the video you were saying about Charlie Beach over in London, they tried to hide that when that was broadcast live, and then Charlie approached him. He went right beside the BBC cameras, and he was shouting at these guys, and he said an awful lot of stuff that they wouldn't want to get out, and the whole audio that was going out live started to break up within moments. They started talking, and then they voiced over it with a BBC broadcaster, so you couldn't hear anything that Charlie and the Love Police were actually saying to the politicians.
Yeah, there they are at a press conference. It's going out over air, but magically the feed breaks up. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, it's not surprising, really, considering the media blackout on everything over here. Like it's the exact same. I mean, when we approached the Trilateral Commission, there was actually a media invite sent around to some of the Irish media, and I mean the Irish media over here, they were whitewashed. There was a couple of them that went in, and they were told that they could only stay for an hour for the Prime Minister's speech, and then that they had to leave. And we approached these guys when they were leaving, going, "Did you get any information on who the Trilateral Commission are, or what they're doing today, or if they've any other agenda, and why they're kicking you out, why it's a private meeting?" And the guys, they're not real journalists at all. They're just too afraid to go and do anything. So we had to go and do the groundwork for them. We got the video and the audio. It's up on our site. It's on wearechange.ie, and it's also up on Freeman Ireland. And then that's going viral on the internet now, and it shows where the new media is actually coming from.
Well, that's why they want to shut the internet down. And I've never seen the Love Police get angry. They always are super nice, but the globalists clearly know that he's Scottish. But they say, "Get out of here, American," as a mind control op, and he does get a little angry with them. But we're going to go ahead and play that video and audio as the globalists are confronted everywhere, and as new leaders of the British government meet the new boss, same as the old boss, fooled again, are confronted on how the whole system's fake. Here it is.
George Osborne, Bullingdon Club, William Hague, hello the elites, how are the Zionist elites this morning? Thank you for giving us the illusion of democracy. Do you want the puppet on the left or the puppet on the right? Yes, you guys go slightly crazy when you compromise personal morality for political gain. Hey, how was your time on the Rothschilds yacht? Do you like the Rothschilds more than you like normal people? George Osborne, isn't it great that you have a country of 70 million people where 7% control all the land? Are you related to the Queen, sir?
Go home, Yang.
Go home, Yang. Oh, some random racism by this gentleman here. Perhaps you'd like to vote for the BNP.
Yeah, perhaps I would, but I'm not going to.
William Hague, George Osborne. Hey, it must be difficult filleting Satan all day. Hey, power and money from the nice teat of Satan. Sorry, I'm not even religious, but you guys are liars and murderers. Total liars and murderers.
You should talk about America.
I'm not even American, my friend. I'm Scottish, so F you.
Even worse, get out to the UK.
Perhaps you'd prefer if we joined the European Union, you little shill idiot.
About time the English people stood up.
Yeah, liars. Hello, liars. Hey, big power and money. Politics, yeah. Illusion of democracy. Scumbags. Nothing personal. You guys look great on TV. Sorry. All right. Sorry for ruining your press.
And it goes on and on. The point is that they had their handlers in the crowd. You've got the Prime Minister, the new Prime Minister of England, Cameron, up there. He comes in to the press conference, and they just cut the audio feed on the news, and then they end the press conference. Absolutely incredible. I tell you, this is catching on, and this is scaring the system, isn't it, guys?
Oh, absolutely, certainly. I just wanted to add there was a German delegate came out earlier in the day, and we had a placard there with Rockefeller on it, stating that he was wanted for crimes against humanity. And this German delegate was trying to justify everything that Rockefeller had done, despite everybody around him giving evidence to the contrary, and he ended up just walking away.
So a German delegate came up to you and was trying to defend
David Rockefeller, yeah.
What,
he
claiming?
He was a journalist, but he told somebody else later he was an industrialist. So he couldn't keep his story straight for 5 minutes.
Well, I mean, the Rockefellers on record funded the eugenics movement, funded Hitler, funded Planned Parenthood. They're total world government people. David Rockefeller founded all the major UN groups. Their family gave the UN the land. I mean, this is the global empire. And
absolutely. But we have these people coming out trying to justify it all. It's laughable.
Well, more people need to join and support the Sovereign Independent newspaper. They need to join We Are Change Ireland. Give us both the websites one more time, man.
It's www.sovereignindependent.ie, and Alan can tell you his.
Yeah, we're on wearechange.ie, and there's also an awful lot of us on the Freeman Ireland website. It's freemanireland.ning.com. We do an awful lot of meetups on there, and we talk about exactly what's going on in the country, you know.
Well, freedom's really starting to catch on worldwide, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really taken off.
There are actually a couple of events coming up which we're going to attend to, so we might get some more footage to you.
Absolutely, guys. Let's talk a little bit more on the other side. We've only got a few minutes left with both of you. No matter what they do to me or one of these guys individually, they can't stop the idea. Like they say in V for Vendetta, I am but flesh and blood, but ideas are bulletproof. We'll be right back.